Welcome to episode 7 of the Sneaker Surgery YouTube restoration channel. Yet again we are working on an icon. Nike Air Max 90 infrareds from December 2001, which is nearly making these, given that we're in September in 2021, these are nearly 20 years, and as you can see there is just midsole crumbling. So as you can see here we have midsole crumbling. So what we have donor midsoles from a pair of triple whites from 2016. So given that they're only 15 years old, we have a great base. So for before and after purposes, we're going to remove our new left midsole and our left sneaker, and then that just leaves us with our right sneaker and our right midsole. What we're going to do first of all is we're going to take out the laces, then we're going to start trying to remove this crumbling midsole and crumbling outsole. So let's go ahead and we get started with that. So as you've seen, as I took this the first time I took out these outsoles, and with all the old Air Max you always used to see these arch supports in a little bag, but like any time you'd buy an OG pair of anything, you'd always see the arch support still in the bag. I just thought it was actually funny. It's the first time I've ever seen a pair used on an outsole. But given the new Air Max 90 recraft, and I also seen with the new BWs, they're actually they're reissuing these with all the new ones to give into the DOG look. So I'm going to leave this off to the side to get cleaned, and we're going to go ahead here now and start trying to rip off this midsole and outsole. Let's get going. That's what makes them Nike Air. So as you can see, we have removed the midsole and the outsole, and this is what we're left with, all this crumbling mess. As you can see, it's just years and years of wear. It's just gone very brittle and you can just tear it apart. But for anybody that doesn't know, this is what an air unit looks like. This is what makes Nike Air's air. So as you can see, it just goes in, and that's where it bounces. This one has been compromised in a lot of areas, but as of right now, this is all for the bin. What we're going to do is we're going to take out our Dremel, which we have here, and we're going to just start taking off all the excess stuff and get some stuff ready for glue. Right, so let's get going. Right, so as you've seen, we removed all the remaining midsole from the uppers and from the outsole. We have two clean surfaces. What we're going to do is we're going to give these uppers off to our cleaning department, and we'll check back in with them in a while. All we are going to focus on now is we're going to focus on the midsole. We're going to strip off the old white paint. We're going to remove any glue that's here. We're going to remove any glue or any leftover residue from the old uppers, and we're going to glue the outsoles, get them on, and we're also going to repaint the midsole front and rear, and also get the red air unit back again. So I have already mixed up the air unit. Nice top tip for anybody who's interested is if you want to keep your paint after you've mixed it as a liquid, so it hasn't dried. So some cling film over your pastel, and that's good. So the colors that I used to mix that was just standard orange, collector's edition infrared, and some white to get this color. I don't know the ratios because I was just doing it as I was going along. So if you want to do this yourself, you'll just have to figure it out. But I got a great color match, so I'm kind of happy with that. So let's get going with working on these new midsoles. Okay, so as you've seen, we just removed any glue residue from the bottom of the new midsole and ground away a bit of the old material and what glue we could. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to get the outsole with some contact glue onto it, and then I'll put that aside just so that's ready to go. And then I'm going to work on taping off the bubbles and painting the white parts of the midsole. I don't want to put the outsole on just right away because there's no point in taping it off if I don't have to, so I'll put that on after. So what I'm going to do now is, as I said, glue this, put a bit of tape on the bubbles, and then just get ready to go with some white paint. Right, so just like that, we have the midsole fully painted. We've done the white and the red that we mixed earlier. You can see, if you want to go back, you can see the colors we used, but as I said, I didn't get the ratios to hand, so you'll just need to mix them yourself. So last step for midsole and outsole is we are just going to apply, we're going to just get any excess paint here, apply some glue, let that set, and then we're just going to bond on the outsole, and then that at least is our midsole and outsole structure as one. Okay. Right, the bottom of the midsole has now cured and the outsole has cured from earlier on. So instead of heating the whole thing and putting it on, it can be a bit of a process for trying to get the outsole to fit properly. What I'm actually just going to do is I'm just going to cover the lower part of the midsole and just work on the upper part. So what I'm going to do is you're going to see me heat here and then apply it. Wait for that to cure. I'll remove the rag here, heat both sides, and then get it to match. It just kind of gives you better room for error instead of going down, because if this goes down and gets stuck to it, it's a nightmare to get it back off and you might have to start again. So as I said, I'm going to literally heat from here up on both, get them applied, and then go from there. just like that, we now have a we have a full midsole and outsole structure. So very happy with the results and how everything lined up. Color match is great as well. So the last thing to do is for the midsole is we're just going to apply the glue and let this sit, and then we're going to bring our uppers back from the cleaning department and see what kind of job we have there. And just like that, our uppers are back from the cleaning department. I'm not gonna lie to you, the before and afters are gonna be insane. Like I put this upper beside the before, the ones with the before pictures, and even the color in the suede, it's mental. You're not gonna believe it until the end, and I'm not gonna show you until the end because we're gonna leave it for a surprise. Also, the outsole we took out, and as you can see, the Nike Air logo on the outsole is perfect. This is going to be an amazing restoration. It literally is. We are bringing these back from the dead, so I'm really happy about that. So what the next step here now is, after we ground away all the glue from the uppers the last time, we're just going to reapply glue to all the seams and obviously to the bottom there where it's going to connect. So we're just going to get going with that bit of glue. We're going to let that set, and then we're going to start putting them together. So we have removed our adjustable shoe tree just to not compromise the shape. The glue on the uppers is now lovely and tacky, so we will heat that back up. But as always, we're going to get in the outsole and we're just going to cover the front to just not get any excessive sticking that we do not want, because we will be going back to that at a later stage. So first of all, we're just going to heat the midsole, then we're going to heat here, and then we're going to apply some pressure. Right, so with both sides heated now, we just need to start getting our lines proper. This is the make or break point, guys. You don't want to mess around here. We then just take a container and we just sit it in the back. Take one of our clamps and get it clamped in. And we'll just leave that to sit for a little while. Right, next up we're just going to work side by side. We're going to work this side first, make sure we get our lines right, clamp it down, just flip to the other side and repeat the process. Why I use this rag is, we use these clamps and I just don't want to leave any of these indentations. So you just put it on, because I'm going to use this for both sides. Just clamp it down. Just like that, guys, we are at the process of we just need to let this glue sit. I know this looks a bit ugly and a bit unorthodox compared to some ways, but this is the way that works for me. Other ways work for other people. This is just a my how to do. If you want to copy this process, you can. If you want to try figure out your own way, you also can. But this is my way of doing it. So look, we're gonna have to check back in with these in a couple of hours, and I'll catch up with you then. Now, just like that, guys, we have just taken off all the clamps. And we've got some smooth lines. I'm actually really happy with the outcome. After putting in the adjustable shoe tree in here, and just the shape and everything is just amazing. I'm so happy. So our last stage now, just got to work on this toe cap here. So we'll just show you the process here, sorting that out. Right, the glue has just cured. It's lovely and tacky. So all we're going to do now is we're just going to apply some heat and then just get the toe cap held down for a while, maybe add a bit of tape, and then we just let that to sit, and then we're on the final straightening pretty much. So all we're doing now is we're just holding it down just to make sure everything sets. From what I can see, everything has lined up perfectly. So we'll just continue just to hold it in and everything's set, and then we should be good to go. Right, some cracking results. I'm actually so happy. I'm even happier because these are actually a personal pair. Not all the pairs I put on the videos are personal pairs, but these are, and the fact that these are nearly 20 years old and they're nearly back from the absolute dead. Wait until you see the before and afters. All that's left to do is I was actually going to put the OG laces in, but as much as I am going to keep a hold of these, I'm going to put some brand new white ones in just because how clean they're after coming up. And I think the before and afters with the other pair of the sneaker with the OG laces and just the difference. So all I'm going to do is put in these the insoles now with this anatomical arch support, throw in the laces, and then we start showing you the before and afters. And just like that, guys, 20 years later, December 2001, these were made, and look at the difference. Nearly 20 years. Used the soles off a 2016 or 2017 triple white, replaced the outsole, cleaned the uppers. Talking about cleaning the uppers, look at the difference in the colour of the suede. Look how much dirt, look how much years of dirt we just pulled. 20 years of dirt we just pulled out of them. The difference is amazing. Crystal clear bubbles, midsole's lovely and solid, brand new white laces just like the way they should have been from factory. Like the before and afters on these, like you can even see, look off the 20-year-old, the one that it's already crumbling off here in front of us. Toe, look at the difference in the toe box. Like I'm blown away by this transformation. This is one of the best ones I've done to date. Look, that's great, guys. Just thanks for coming along for episode 7. Come here, I'll see you on the next one.
I was born to be free.